The opposite of love is not hate. The opposite of love is fear. We make decisions in medicine all the time. It's best to make them out of love.
Welcome to Becoming Virtuosa, the podcast that encourages you to become your best virtuosa self. Each week, Dr. Susan Crockett goes where the scalpel can't reach, exploring conversations about how to be, heal, love, give, grow, pray, and attune. For the first time ever, she's bringing the personal one-on-one teaching that she shares with individual patients to you on this broader platform. A weekly source of inspiration and encouragement designed to empower you. By evolving ourselves as individuals, we influence and transform the world around us. Please help me welcome board-certified OB/GYN specializing in minimally invasive GYN surgery, internationally in the top 1% of all GYN robotic surgeons, a certified life coach, and U.S. News top doctor, your host, Susan A. Crockett, MD.
Hi, I'm Dr. Crockett. I'm the host of the Dr. Crockett Show. I am currently on location in Seattle, where I came to teach an intuitive surgical course this week and ended up doing a little bit of vacationing here. This amazing place called the Lodge at St. Edward's. It's an old restored monastery, and it is just a beautiful morning here. I thought I'd share it with you. So for this week, I'm not in the studio. I thought I would post a speech that I did 2 weeks ago for the San Antonio Pink Party, which is a breast cancer fundraising speech. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you back in the studio next week. Love y'all. Bye. Oh my goodness gracious. How are y'all tonight? Love y'all too. This is a dream come true that I didn't even know I was having. So I'm so honored to be here and to be your speaker tonight. This is one way for Dr. Holt to get me here. This is her most creative way for getting me to actually come to the event, is make me be the speaker. So good job. I'm not going to keep y'all long. I've got about 15 minutes that I want to talk about, and I'm really excited to see so many people here that I love. My family, my staff. What you didn't know about that picture with the robot is my first surgical assist, Lacey, is here. She's done most of those 3,000 surgeries with me. And yeah, she's badass too. I just want you all to know, for those of you that I know and have had the privilege of taking care of, those of you that I don't, I have so much love for you guys and my sisters, and thank you for being here tonight and supporting the ThriveWell and the Divas and all that. It's just an incredible night, and I'm so happy to be here, so thank you. Okay, now, this is a little gift. I want you to reach into your bags, and I see a lot of you have your little crowns on. So the theme tonight is Queen energy, right? I want you to take your crowns out, and if you have them on, you don't have to take them off, but we're going to lay them down in front of us for just a minute, okay? And I'm going to take you through a little exercise that's going to change how you think about yourself and how you go through hard times. So some of you are facing hard times because you've had a diagnosis of cancer, and that's your hard time. Some of us have other different types of hard times, but the tools I'm going to give you tonight, I'm going to give you 3 steps to live in your queen energy to help you get through the hard times. So this is what I've learned. First of all, what does it mean to have queen energy? It's not narcissistic, look at me, I'm so pretty, bow down to me kind of energy. When we talk about queen energy, we're talking about that strength that comes from in, that virtuoso strength, that being the best version of yourself. And here are a few things that characterize the kind of energy that we're talking about. First of all, a woman living in queen energy is not reactionary. She's intentional. She moves in love instead of fear. When you're living in fear, you don't have the same strength and the same capacity to fight your battles. So queen energy, I'm inviting you to replace fear with love. The opposite of love is not hate. The opposite of love is fear. We make decisions in medicine all the time. It's best to make them out of love. If you're facing a difficult moment, I teach this to my office staff all the time. They're going to laugh. Suppose you get that diagnosis. Suppose something doesn't go right. I tell my staff, give it 24 hours. Sit with it for 24 hours. You'd be amazed how many of our problems, how many of the things that we think are just so horrible and terrible and disastrous look completely different in 24 hours. A queen knows how to sit there. She also delegates her battles. Thank you, Chappie B. Yes. We didn't even plan that, did we? No. So a queen delegates her battles. She gives her energy to sitting in her peace, for making her plans, and she doesn't go chasing the rabble in the streets. She gives it over to God. She gives it over to the people that she's hired to work with, and she sits in her queen energy and figures out what she's going to do next. That's planning and purposeful. So I want you to pick an idea of something in your life where you're living in a certain arena. We all have these arenas that we live in, whether it's your health, whether it's your work. Maybe you want to up-level your life to be in a larger budget. Maybe you want more money. Maybe you want a different job. So it takes some thought work to go from being at one level in your life to the next level. And that's what we're going to do in 3 steps, okay? Okay, so the first thing is you have to imagine something that's possible beyond what you are right now or where you are right now. So you have to have an example. Sometimes it's somebody else that you see that has done something that's amazing. All this stuff around us. Maybe you're the next one who runs this event or does another event. Maybe you're up-leveling your life because you're going to go through the treatment for breast cancer. Maybe you're going to end up on the other side of that as a different person. Maybe you're up-leveling your life because you're going back to school to become an attorney or a doctor so that you can help these people. The first step, number 1, is imagine what's possible. The second step is going to surprise you, I think. The second step is lean into the hard. It's going to be hard. And hard is where the joy of life is. It's where our growth is. It is what hones us and sharpens us to make it to the next level and to serve others. So when we lean into the hard, and you're in the middle of going through that hard time, it's okay to tell your brain, hey, brain, it's okay to be scared. Our brains are supposed to react that way. It's okay to tell your brain that you're going to get through it all right, that you're going to get to the next side. On the Dr. Crockett Show, the Dr. Crockett Show is this little YouTube thing that I do. It's a wellness show, and it came out of the conversations that I have with my patients in the office that I wanted to share on a bigger level, and it really dovetails great with what the ThriveWell people are doing here. Y'all are doing the kinds of things that I'm teaching about wellness and lifestyle. So on the Dr. Crockett Show, we have something called the 7 Seeds of the Soul, and it's the 7 dots in our logo. And I'm going to go through them real quickly. So they are be, heal, love, give, grow, pray, and attune. So the B is how are you going to show up for yourself? It's the first one. It's the first seed of taking care of your soul, because if you don't take your self-care seriously, you can't go on to do any of the rest of it. So what does that look like? That means doing things like ThriveWell teaches: eat well, sleep well, get your exercise, go get your mammograms, do your breast exams. But it also is how you show up for yourself. Are you kind? Are you kind to yourself? We women, we are horrible to ourselves. Yeah. So I want you to just listen to your inner voice. The next time you're being hard on yourself, I want you to practice kindness and compassion to yourself. Heal is the second seed. And that means to fix whatever's wrong. So that's where all the doctors come in. Love is super important because of what I talked about with the fear thing. When you actively think in your mind when you wake up in the morning, how am I going to walk in love today? How can I love this person? How can I show love throughout the world? It changes your body chemistry. It changes your brain chemistry. It changes your immune system. So that walking in love is not just fun because we get to come out and hang out with sisters. It's actually good medicine for you too. Give. Oh. Okay, I'm almost done. It's past my bedtime too. I'm almost done, y'all. Okay, give the service. So queen energy, we serve others, not at the sacrifice of ourselves, but that serving and giving is what a queen energy person does. Grow. We're constantly striving to change and grow and make the world a better place around us. Pray. Whatever your faith is, you're connecting on a spiritual level. And then attune is the last one, which is aligning yourself with what you want to do and what you're actually doing, but also becoming in tune with the people around you, attuning to them, and integrating into the world in a physical way. So those are the 7 seeds of the soul. So when you're practicing those 7 things, I've done shows on all of them. If you want to go listen to them, there's more there. But if you're practicing those 7 things, then what you find is when you're going through the hard time, you get to the other side, and all of a sudden, you're looking at what you are on the other side. I want you to pick up your crowns. So the third step is you have to visualize what you're going to be on the other side. Okay? And this is where we take our crowns and we put them on. And we're going to think how queens think. And we're going to act like they think. And we're going to move into our queen energy. Wear your crowns, ladies. Wear your crowns. Thank you. Thanks for listening to this episode of Becoming Virtuosa. To learn more, come visit us at drcrockett.com. That's drcrockett with 2 T's.com. Or find us on YouTube for The Dr. Crockett Show. If you found this episode helpful or think it might help someone else, please like, subscribe, and share. This is how we grow together. Thanks, and I'll see you next week. Love always, Sue.